Ashbaugh. I am Naijah's mom, better known as. Sorry, cut, do it again. Hi, I'm Jenie Ashbaugh. I am here to, sorry. Hi, my name is Naijah. I haven't even started drinking yet. Hi, I'm Jenie Ashbaugh. I'm actually a professional drummer with a local band named Crash Rocket and around town in Orlando. I'm also formerly the percussionist for Enrique Iglesias. I'm also Colombian, and I am famously known as Naijah's mom. She grew up eating these. For Feeding Your Friends segment, we are going to be doing arepas. They're Colombian, Venezuelan, South American, but traditionally Colombian and Venezuelan. Okay, so to make the Colombian arepas, I'm gonna show you all the simple ingredients that you'll need. Pre-cooked cornmeal, and we add white cheese. There's different versions of it. There's queso blanco, and there's queso para freír. So it's like frying cheese, all right? And of course some salt. We're gonna garnish it with a little bit of cilantro and some butter. You can get creative with your arepas. You can do whatever you want. And so, but these are your basic ingredients. All right, cheers. Cheers. See, the anti-boomer drink. All right, now we're gonna get started. So we start with the pre-cooked white cornmeal, and then we're gonna add some water. That's the part you'll have to ad-lib. My trick is this. I put it in and I wait till it starts to kind of cover the whole thing. Practically the whole thing like that. I start kneading it, and then I feel for if it's wet enough, if it's too dry. It seems like it is. We'll add a little bit at a time. You don't want to overdo it, and then you have to add more flour. Another thing that my mom taught me when she was teaching me how to make them was this. If it doesn't stick to the bowl anymore, then it's pretty ready. You can make any size you want. Like in general, back in the day, my mom was making for a bunch of her children, were 8. She would make little balls like this, and then you squish them, as I'm gonna show you, but we're doing 2 arepas, so they're gonna be big and yummy. And then we can either add or subtract, however big you want it. You can even put a funny shape if you wanted to. So like I say, we're gonna divide it, and it's gonna be 2 big, fat arepas. And believe me, after you eat it, you'll be like, it's done? I want more. So then we have our patties ready, right? So our dough is made, the little discs or the fat arepa discs are ready to go. Now we're gonna press them to the flatter traditional arepa look. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna use some parchment paper so they don't stick. Just put it on here. If it's too dry or too moist, you know, watch for that. I don't have a press that's big enough for this one, but I usually would just use myself. My forearms and my arms. And remember, this is a little bit of untraditionally fat arepa. Ooh, that's gonna be good. I'm gonna go ahead and make the second disc. I'm gonna use this just to store it. This is the arepa griddle that is from Colombia, actually, this one. But you can buy it at like a Latin grocery store. You can buy the arepa griddle. So the next step will be cooking it. All right. Arepas are ready to be cooked, so we're gonna take them from the spot we flatten it with, the parchment paper, and now we're gonna put them on here. So make sure your heat's on high, definitely in the beginning. You might wanna taper it back. This oven lights up right away, so you do kinda need to babysit it a little bit. On each side, a good 2 minutes, I would say, total, because I go back and forth, you'll see. It starts to cook so it doesn't burn. I turn it over. Now, that's a nice one. We're probably gonna witness it. It starts to move a little bit, it comes alive, and it starts to bubble up. You wanna see bubbling, because that means it's cooking on the inside a little bit. And now I don't do it with my hand. Now I actually have to turn it like a professional. So now we take our butter. I usually like to use a spoon, just because I don't put too much, because when you turn it over, you don't want it to drip all over your nice stove. While that's happening, when you put low heat, that's one good thing also that could happen. It starts to get super crispy. Normally I flip it, but there was a little bit much butter. Hear that? Crunchy. Okay, so the last process. We cut the edges off, or at least the way I do it, and we open them up, apply the butter and the cheese, and maybe even a little more salt if you want. At this point, you can get creative. You can put an omelet like Naijah used to do. Cream cheese was another favorite. Peanut butter and jelly even. We've done it all. We've tried it all. And I always end up going to the basic, the cheese, the butter, and a little bit of salt. And I'm gonna cut it in a few pieces so we can all share in the joy of arepa. Cheers. Arepa from Colombia, crunchy and of course cheesy, salty and buttery and goodness. Arepa goodness. And don't forget to wash it down with some White Claw. And that's like a perfect combination.
This tastes like my childhood.
Right? This is what, I grew up in this too, so.
Every single morning I'd be like, okay, so arepa?
Naijah used to do an omelet, a cheese omelet with ham or bacon, whatever you want to do. You can just stuff it in there. And I believe that's more of a Venezuelan version. They like to stuff it with all kinds of yummy stuff. You can put some cilantro to it if you like.
Salty, it's crispy, got a little bit of a chew. Okay, so at the end of every video, we have to tell the viewers to like, comment, and subscribe. To
And
Culinary.
subscribe.
And subscribe.
Not or.
You can't just like and comment. You have to subscribe too. So you have to say all three.
All right, now
Should
be
we
like.
say it together.
All right. Like, comment, and
like, comment, and subscribe to Crude Culinary.
and subscribe. And we get in the face of the camera.
I'm not doing that. Okay.
I am. Like, comment, and subscribe to Crude Culinary. Do that again. And subscribe.
Can we just say like, comment, and subscribe normally?
No, and
Does it have to
subscribe.
be like that?
Yes.